Ladies and gentlemen, when we wake up each day, we're faced with a choice to stay the same or to take even the smallest step toward becoming better. Improvement isn't about monumental leaps. It's about consistent, intentional progress. Today, I want to share 10 simple yet profound areas where we can choose to improve every single day. Clarity of purpose. Every great journey begins with understanding why you're on it. Ask yourself each morning, what drives me? What matters most today? Self-awarenesses. Knowing yourself is the foundation of personal growth. Reflect on your strengths, weaknesses, and how your actions align with your values. Communication. Words can connect or divide. Strive to listen more than you speak and ensure your words uplift rather than diminish. Health and well-being. Your body and mind are the vehicles that carry you through life. Invest in them. Move, rest, nourish, and recharge. Relationships. Growth is never a solo endeavor. Cultivate trust, empathy, and meaningful connections with those around you. Adaptability. The world changes every day, so must we. Be open to new ideas, embrace challenges, and learn from setbacks. Time management. Time is finite. Prioritize what truly matters and let go of what doesn't. Gratitude. Amidst the chaos, pause and acknowledge the good. Gratitude fuels positivity and resilience. Continuous learning. Be curious. Whether through books, conversations, or experiences, commit to learning something new each day. Generosity. Improvement isn't just personal, it's collective. Share your knowledge, kindness, and encouragement with others. The beauty of improvement lies in its accessibility. It's not reserved for the privileged or the talented. It's available to all of us, every day, in every moment. Imagine the impact if we each improve by just 1% every day. Not only for ourselves, but for the people around us. Imagine the ripple effect. So, as we leave here today, I encourage you to ask yourself, what can I do, even if it's small, to be better than I was yesterday? Because the world doesn't need more perfect people. It needs people who are committed to growing, learning, and inspiring others to do the same. Growth is a daily choice because it is not something that happens by accident or luck. It requires conscious effort and intentionality. Every day presents opportunities to learn, adapt, and improve, but recognizing and seizing those opportunities is what makes the difference. Growth doesn't always come in the form of grand achievements. Often it's found in the small, consistent steps we take toward becoming better versions of ourselves. It's in the decision to listen a little more closely, to approach challenges with curiosity rather than fear, and to try again after a setback. This choice requires self-awareness, understanding where you are, where you want to go, and the gaps in between. It's about accepting that growth isn't linear and there will be moments of struggle, frustration, and even failure. But these moments are not setbacks. They are part of the process. Each day, we are faced with decisions that either move us closer to or farther from our goals. It's not about perfection or an all-or-nothing mentality, but about making progress, however small. Growth also requires resilience and a willingness to step outside of comfort zones. The comfort zone is safe and familiar, but it rarely leads to transformation. Choosing growth means embracing discomfort, uncertainty, and the vulnerability that comes with trying something new or difficult. It's in these moments of challenge that we learn the most about ourselves and what we're capable of. Growth is fueled by a mindset of curiosity and openness. When we approach life with a desire to understand more, to ask questions, and to explore possibilities, we open ourselves up to endless opportunities for improvement. It's about being willing to unlearn old habits that no longer serve us and replace them with ones that align with who we want to become. This daily choice is empowering because it reminds us that we have agency. No matter what external circumstances we face, we have control over how we respond, what we prioritize, and the steps we take. Growth doesn't demand perfection or extraordinary talent. It simply asks for commitment, consistency, and the courage to show up every day. Starting with clarity is about creating a foundation of purpose and direction in everything we do. It begins with understanding what truly matters and aligning our actions with those priorities. Without clarity, it's easy to feel overwhelmed or distracted, pulled in countless directions by competing demands and external influences. Clarity acts as a compass, guiding our decisions and ensuring that our efforts are focused on what will bring the most value and meaning to our lives. We have minimalist moments all over the world, and selflessly work to solve problems and accelerate human healing. Clarity doesn't come by accident. It requires introspection and intentionality. It's about taking the time to ask ourselves the hard questions. What do I really want? What am I striving for? Why does this matter to me? These questions help strip away the noise and reveal the core of what drives us. When we have a clear understanding of our values, goals, and purpose, we are better equipped to navigate the complexities of life with confidence and resilience. Clarity also involves defining our priorities. Time and energy are limited resources, and without clear priorities, we risk spreading ourselves too thin or focusing on tasks that don't contribute to our larger vision. By identifying what is most important, we can allocate our resources more effectively, ensuring that we are working toward meaningful outcomes rather than simply staying busy. Clarity isn't a one-time achievement, it's an ongoing process that requires regular reflection and adjustment. As circumstances change and new challenges arise, our priorities may shift, and that's okay. What matters is our willingness to pause, reassess, and recalibrate. This dynamic approach to clarity helps us stay aligned with our purpose while remaining adaptable to the realities of life. Another aspect of clarity is communication, both with ourselves and others. When we are clear about our intentions and expectations, we reduce the risk of misunderstandings and conflicts. Clarity in communication fosters trust and collaboration, making it easier to work toward shared goals with others. It also helps us articulate our needs and boundaries, ensuring that we are not compromising our values or overcommitting ourselves. The clarity brings a sense of focus and peace. It allows us to move through life with intention, knowing that our efforts are aligned with our goals and values. It removes the guesswork and replaces it with purpose, helping us approach each day with a renewed sense of determination and confidence. Consistency beats intensity because sustainable progress is built on small, regular efforts rather than occasional bursts of action. While intensity can be exciting and provide short-term results, it is often unsustainable and can lead to burnout or stagnation. Consistency, on the other hand, creates a steady rhythm of growth and improvement that compounds over time, turning small actions into significant. Consistency establishes habits, and habits shape who we are. When we show up every day, even in small ways, we create patterns that reinforce our values and goals. These patterns, repeated over time, become second nature, requiring less effort and decision-making. This is how consistency simplifies the process of achieving long-term objectives. It removes the need for constant willpower or motivation by embedding progress into our daily routines. Consistency also builds trust and reliability. Whether it's in relationships, work, or personal growth, showing up consistently sends a message that we are committed and dependable. People come to rely on those who are steady and consistent, creating stronger connections and fostering collaboration. It's not about grand gestures or occasional brilliance. It's about being there day after day and delivering on what we promise. Consistency allows for gradual improvement and learning. By engaging in a task or practice regularly, we create opportunities to refine our skills and deepen our understanding. The repetition involved in consistency provides the foundation for mastery, as each small action builds upon the last. This process of steady, incremental progress is far more effective than intense, sporadic efforts, which can often feel disjointed and unsustainable. Consistency also helps us weather challenges and setbacks. Life is unpredictable, and there will always be obstacles along the way. When we approach our goals with consistency, we build resilience and momentum that can carry us through difficult times. Even when progress feels slow or invisible, the act of showing up consistently creates a sense of stability and reinforces our commitment to the bigger picture. Importantly, consistency doesn't mean perfection. It's not about doing everything right all the time, but rather about maintaining a steady effort over the long term. It's about being patient with ourselves and understanding that progress is not always linear. By focusing on consistency, we give ourselves the space to grow at a sustainable pace, creating lasting change without the pressure to achieve everything all at once. Consistency creates a framework for success. It turns fleeting motivation into enduring discipline, helping us move forward even on the days when it feels hard or unexciting. Through consistency, we build a foundation that supports not only our goals, but also our ability to persevere, adapt, and grow over time. Self-awareness is the cornerstone because it forms the foundation of personal growth, meaningful relationships, and effective decision-making. It begins with an honest understanding of who we are, our strengths, weaknesses, emotions, values, and motivations. Without self-awareness, we risk being reactive to our environment and circumstances, driven by impulses and external influences rather than intentional choices. Self-awareness requires curiosity and a willingness to explore our inner world. It's about recognizing our patterns of thought and behavior, understanding why we respond to situations in certain ways, and identifying the beliefs that shape our perspective. This process of introspection helps us uncover what truly matters to us and aligns our actions with our values. When we know ourselves, we are better equipped to navigate life's complexities with clarity and purpose. Self-awareness also enhances our ability to manage emotions effectively. By understanding the triggers that evoke specific feelings, we can respond to situations with greater composure and empathy. Rather than reacting impulsively, we can pause, reflect, and choose actions that align with our intentions. This emotional regulation not only benefits our personal well-being, but also strengthens our relationships as it allows us to communicate more authentically and constructively with others. Another dimension of self-awareness is recognizing our blind spots. No one sees themselves completely objectively, and we all have areas where our perception may be limited or skewed. Seeking feedback from others can be a powerful tool for gaining insight into these blind spots. By being open to constructive input, we can identify areas for improvement and growth that we might not have noticed on our own. This willingness to learn from others demonstrates humility and fosters trust and collaboration. Self-awareness also empowers us to take responsibility for our actions and decisions. When we understand the underlying motivations behind our choices, we are less likely to blame external factors for our circumstances. Instead, we can own our mistakes, learn from them, and make intentional changes to move forward. This sense of accountability is essential for building confidence and resilience in the face of challenges. Self-awareness is not a destination, but an ongoing journey. As we grow and experience new things, our understanding of ourselves evolves. It requires regular reflection and a commitment to staying in tune with our inner world. Practices such as journaling, mindfulness, and honest conversations can help us maintain this connection with ourselves and adapt to the changes that life inevitably brings. Through self-awareness, we gain the ability to lead ourselves effectively, make choices that align with our goals, and contribute positively to the world around us. It is the anchor that keeps us grounded, the lens that brings clarity to our intentions, and the compass that guides us toward a life of purpose and fulfillment. Purpose drives improvement because it provides the underlying reason for our efforts and the motivation to keep going even when the journey is challenging. Without a clear purpose, our actions can feel aimless and progress may lack meaning. Purpose serves as the guiding force that aligns our goals, decisions, and actions, giving us a sense of direction and helping us prioritize what truly matters. When we have a sense of purpose, we are better able to focus our energy on the areas that contribute to our growth and fulfillment. It acts as a filter, helping us distinguish between distractions and meaningful opportunities. Purpose not only clarifies what we want to achieve, but also why it matters, which creates a deeper connection to our goals. This connection is what sustains our commitment over time, even when progress feels slow or obstacles arise. Purpose also fuels resilience. When challenges or setbacks occur, having a clear why provides the strength to persevere. It reminds us of the bigger picture and keeps us anchored in our values and aspirations. Rather than being discouraged by temporary difficulties, purpose helps us reframe them as opportunities to learn and adapt. This resilience is essential for maintaining long-term improvement and overcoming the inevitable ups and downs of life. Purpose inspires passion and enthusiasm. It transforms tasks that might otherwise feel mundane or burdensome into meaningful steps toward a larger vision. When we are driven by purpose, we approach our work with greater intention and energy, which not only enhances our own experience, but also influences those around us. Purpose is contagious, and it has the power to inspire others to join us in our efforts or pursue their own meaningful goals. Purpose also helps us measure success in ways that go beyond external achievements. It shifts the focus from superficial metrics like wealth or status to deeper indicators of fulfillment, such as impact, growth, and alignment with our values. This broader perspective encourages us to pursue improvement not just for personal gain, but also for the benefit of others, creating a ripple effect of positive change. Identifying and living with purpose requires self-reflection and a willingness to explore what truly matters to us. It often involves asking questions like, what am I passionate about? What impact do I want to have? And what gives me a sense of meaning? The answers to these questions guide us toward actions that are not only productive, but also deeply satisfying. By grounding our efforts in purpose, we create a sense of fulfillment that goes beyond temporary successes or achievements. Purpose becomes the driving force behind our growth, ensuring that our journey toward improvement is not just about getting better, but also about becoming who we are truly meant to be. Mindset over skills emphasizes the idea that our attitude, perspective, and approach to challenges are more critical to success and growth than the specific abilities we possess. Skills are important, but they are finite and can be learned, refined, or even become obsolete. A mindset, however, is the foundation that determines how we view ourselves, others, and the world, influencing how we respond to opportunities, setbacks, and change. A growth mindset, in particular, fosters the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort, learning, and perseverance. This perspective allows individuals to embrace challenges as opportunities rather than obstacles. It creates a willingness to try, fail, and try again, understanding that failure is a natural part of the learning process. With this mindset, even the most daunting tasks or unfamiliar situations become manageable because they are approached with curiosity and determination. Mindset also shapes resilience. Skills alone cannot carry someone through the inevitable difficulties of life, but a strong mindset provides the emotional and mental tools to navigate adversity. It helps us reframe setbacks as lessons, adapt to changing circumstances, and maintain optimism even in the face of uncertainty. This resilience, born from mindset, is what enables sustained growth and improvement over time. Mindset influences how we interact with others. A positive and open mindset fosters collaboration, empathy, and effective communication, all of which are essential for building strong relationships and thriving in team environments. It allows us to value diverse perspectives and learn from those around us, enhancing both our personal and collective growth. While skills can be taught, a mindset must be cultivated through intentional effort and self-awarenesses. It requires reflection on our beliefs, attitudes, and habitual thought patterns, as well as a commitment to challenge limiting assumptions. Developing a strong mindset is an ongoing process, but it is a worthwhile investment because it empowers us to approach life's complexities with confidence and adaptability. So, when we prioritize mindset over skills, we unlock the potential to continually learn, evolve, and overcome challenges. Skills may open doors, but mindset determines how we step through them and what we make of the opportunities on the other side. It is the underlying force that drives success, resilience, and fulfillment in all areas of life. Health fuels performance because our physical, mental, and emotional well-being form the foundation for everything we do. When we prioritize our health, we equip ourselves with the energy, focus, and resilience needed to perform at our best in all aspects of life. Without good health, even the most ambitious goals and plans can become difficult to achieve, as the body and mind struggle to keep up with the demands placed upon them. Physical health plays a critical role in our performance. A well-digesting body, fueled by proper nutrition, regular exercise, and adequate sleep, provides the stamina and vitality required to handle daily tasks and challenges. Physical activity not only strengthens the body, but also improves cognitive function, mood, and overall mental clarity. Proper sleep allows the body to recover and repair itself, ensuring we wake up refreshed and ready to face the day. Nutrition supplies the essential nutrients that power our brain and body, making it easier to stay focused and productive. Mental health is equally important as it affects our ability to think clearly, manage stress, and make sound decisions. Chronic stress, anxiety, or unresolved emotional challenges can drain our energy and hinder our ability to perform effectively. Taking time to care for our mental health, whether through mindfulness practices, therapy, or simply setting boundaries, enhances our ability to stay calm and focused, even in high-pressure situations. A healthy mind supports creativity, problem-solving, and the capacity to maintain perspective, which are all crucial for sustained performance. Emotional health connects deeply with how we interact with others and handle the ups and downs of life. When we are emotionally balanced, we can build stronger relationships, communicate more effectively, and approach challenges with resilience. Emotional health requires self-awareness and the ability to process and manage emotions constructively. Practices such as gratitude, journaling, or connecting with loved ones can help foster emotional well-being and a positive outlook. The connection between health and performance is not just about avoiding illness or burnout, it's about thriving. When we make health a priority, we create a ripple effect that enhances every area of our lives. Improved physical health leads to increased energy and endurance. Better mental health fosters sharper focus and decision-making. Emotional health allows us to connect more deeply with others and maintain resilience in the face of adversity. Taking care of our health isn't a luxury, it's a necessity for achieving sustainable performance. It's a commitment to investing in ourselves, recognizing that the effort we put into maintaining our well-being pays dividends in our ability to perform, contribute, and lead a fulfilling life. When health becomes a priority, it sets the stage for success, enabling us to show up fully and consistently in everything we do. Listen to learn, not to reply. Because true understanding comes from genuinely hearing what others are saying rather than focusing on formulating a response. Too often, conversations become exchanges of prepared thoughts rather than opportunities for connection and growth. When we listen only to reply, we prioritize our own voice over the insights, perspectives, and emotions of others, limiting the depth and value of the interaction. Listening to learn requires presence and attentiveness. It means setting aside distractions, assumptions, and the need to interject, and instead focusing entirely on the speaker. This level of engagement allows us to pick up on not only the words being said, but also the emotions, intentions, and nuances behind them. It transforms listening from a passive activity into an active process of discovery. When we listen with the intent to learn, we open ourselves to perspectives we might not have considered. Every person has a unique set of experiences, knowledge, and viewpoints that can enrich our understanding. By approaching conversations with curiosity and humility, we create space for new ideas to emerge and challenge our own assumptions. This mindset fosters growth and helps us build stronger, more meaningful relationships. Listening to learn also strengthens trust and respect. When someone feels truly heard, it validates their thoughts and emotions, showing that their voice matters. This creates a foundation of mutual respect and encourages open, honest communication. It's not about agreeing with everything the other person says, but about showing a willingness to understand and consider their perspective. Listening to learn requires patience and empathy. It involves resisting the urge to interrupt or steer the conversation and instead allowing the speaker to fully express themselves. This patience demonstrates care and respect, while empathy helps us connect with their emotions and experiences. By putting ourselves in their shoes, we gain a deeper appreciation for their perspective and the context behind their words. Listening in this way also enhances our own ability to communicate effectively. When we understand the full context of what someone is sharing, we can respond thoughtfully and meaningfully rather than reactively. This leads to more productive and constructive conversations, where ideas are exchanged and solutions are found collaboratively. Listening to learn shifts the focus from proving a point or winning an argument to building understanding and connection. It's about being open to the possibility that every interaction holds something valuable to teach us. By prioritizing learning over replying, we not only improve the quality of our conversations, but also deepen our relationships and expand our own horizons. Be proactive, not reactive, because the way we approach life determines the outcomes we experience. When we are proactive, we take control of our actions and decisions, choosing how we respond to situations instead of simply reacting to them. Being proactive means anticipating challenges, planning ahead, and taking steps to shape the future rather than waiting for things to unfold and then scrambling to respond. This mindset empowers us to navigate life with greater intention and purpose. Proactivity requires foresight and self-awareness. It involves thinking ahead, considering potential obstacles, and preparing for them in advance. Instead of being caught off guard by unforeseen events, we become more resilient by developing strategies to handle them when they arise. This forward-thinking approach allows us to make better decisions and avoid unnecessary stress. When we are proactive, we also take responsibility for our choices and outcomes. Rather than blaming external factors or circumstances, we recognize that we have the ability to influence our situations through our actions and attitudes. This sense of ownership fosters a mindset of accountability, where we are constantly looking for ways to improve and adapt, rather than simply reacting to what happens to us. Being proactive also means taking initiative. It's about recognizing opportunities before they are obvious and seizing them without waiting for permission or external motivation. Proactivity fuels progress because it drives us to take action rather than passively waiting for things to fall into place. By making deliberate choices and consistently moving toward our goals, we build momentum and create the outcomes we desire. Reactivity often stems from a lack of preparation or awareness. It's the knee-jerk response to unexpected events, usually driven by fear, stress, or urgency. While reacting can sometimes be necessary in moments of crisis, relying on this mode of operation too frequently can lead to burnout, frustration, and missed opportunities. Reactivity can make us feel like we're constantly putting out fires, rather than creating a path forward with intention and clarity. When we adopt a proactive mindset, we shift from feeling at the mercy of circumstances to becoming the creators of our own outcomes. We develop a sense of agency and control over our lives, which brings with it greater confidence and peace of mind. Proactivity doesn't eliminate challenges, but it prepares us to face them with confidence and resilience, knowing that we have the power to respond constructively. Being proactive also enhances our relationships and interactions. By anticipating the needs of others and taking initiative to address them, we demonstrate care and consideration. This creates a foundation of trust and cooperation, making it easier to work together and achieve shared goals. It encourages collaboration, rather than waiting for problems to escalate before taking action. Being proactive is about choosing how we engage with the world around us. It allows us to take charge of our destiny, reduce stress, and focus on what truly matters. Instead of being caught in a cycle of reaction, we create a life driven by purpose, foresight, and intentional action. Simplifying complexity is about breaking down intricate or overwhelming situations into manageable, understandable parts. When faced with something that feels complicated or confusing, the instinct may be to focus on all the details at once. But in reality, complexity can often be more easily navigated by stepping back and identifying the core elements, patterns, or principles that underlie the situation. By simplifying, we make it possible to take clear, focused action rather than feeling paralyzed by the vastness of the problem. One way to simplify complexity is by identifying the most important aspects and removing unnecessary distractions. It's easy to get lost in minor details or peripheral information, which can cloud our ability to see the bigger picture. By focusing on what truly matters, whether that's the main goal, the key issues, or the most critical tasks, we can approach a complex challenge with greater clarity and purpose. Another aspect of simplifying complexity is breaking things down into smaller, more digestible steps. When faced with a large project or a complex decision, it can feel overwhelming to try to tackle everything all at once. Instead, approaching it one step at a time makes it more achievable. Each small action becomes a piece of the puzzle, and together they form a clear. Simplifying complexity also involves clarifying communication. In situations where information is dense or technical, it's important to distill the message into its simplest form, ensuring that everyone involved can understand and engage. When we communicate clearly and concisely, we avoid confusion and create an environment where others can easily follow and contribute. It also means letting go of perfectionism. Sometimes complexity arises from trying to account for every possible variable or outcome. In those cases, simplicity lies in accepting that not every detail can be controlled or predicted, and that the most important thing is making progress, not achieving flawlessness. By embracing the idea that good enough can be a starting point, we free ourselves from the paralysis that complexity often brings. Simplifying complexity requires a mindset shift. It's about seeing challenges not as barriers, but as opportunities to find innovative, more efficient ways of working. Instead of becoming overwhelmed by the details, we ask ourselves, what's the essence of this situation? What's the simplest solution that will move us forward? In this way, simplifying complexity empowers us to take action and make meaningful progress, even in the face of seemingly difficult or chaotic circumstances. This process doesn't eliminate complexity entirely, but it makes it manageable and accessible. By cutting through the noise, we can find clarity, improve decision-making, and increase our ability to navigate difficult situations with confidence. Ultimately, simplifying complexity allows us to focus on what truly matters and take deliberate steps toward our goals. Feedback is a gift because it provides us with valuable insights into our strengths and areas for improvement. While it can sometimes feel uncomfortable or challenging to receive, feedback offers an opportunity for growth, learning, and self-awarenesses. When given constructively, feedback can highlight things we may not have noticed about ourselves or our work, serving as a mirror that reflects both what's working well and what could be better. Receiving feedback with an open mind allows us to view it as an external perspective that helps us move beyond our own biases and assumptions. It can be easy to fall into the trap of seeing our own actions or choices through a limited lens, but feedback broadens our understanding, offering a clearer and more balanced view. It invites us to consider how others experience our behavior or decisions, providing the necessary information to improve our interactions, skills, or outcomes. When we embrace feedback, we demonstrate a willingness to grow and evolve. Instead of resisting or dismissing it, we allow it to inform our next steps. Whether it's praise for something we've done well or constructive criticism pointing out areas for improvement, both forms of feedback are equally valuable. Positive feedback reinforces what's working, helping us recognize and, on the other hand, critical feedback shines a light on areas where we can do better, challenging us to push beyond our comfort zones and take proactive steps toward improvement. Feedback also fosters stronger relationships, whether in personal or professional contexts. By being open to giving and receiving feedback, we create an environment of trust and mutual respect. It shows that we care enough to engage in honest, meaningful conversations and that we value the growth and development of ourselves and others. A culture of feedback encourages continuous learning, where everyone feels empowered to share their perspectives and contribute to each other's success. Feedback can be a source of motivation. Knowing that others are invested in our improvement provides us with the encouragement to keep going, especially when the journey feels difficult or when we face setbacks. Constructive feedback helps us see challenges as opportunities to refine our approach, while positive feedback boosts our confidence and reaffirms that we're on the right path.
To make the most of feedback, it's important to approach it with a growth mindset. Instead of taking it personally or as a judgment of our worth, we see it as a tool for our development. This shift in perspective enables us to take feedback in stride, learn from it, and apply it to future situations, ultimately fostering progress and resilience.
Feedback is a gift that can accelerate personal and professional growth. It provides us with a clearer understanding of ourselves, our work, and our relationships. By embracing it, we invite continuous improvement and become better equipped to navigate the challenges that come our way. Celebrate small wins because they serve as powerful reminders of progress and momentum. Often we are so focused on the bigger picture or the end goal that we overlook the incremental achievements that lead us there. Yet these small wins are essential because they build confidence, reinforce positive behaviors, and provide the motivation needed to keep going. By recognizing and celebrating them, we create a sense of accomplishment that propels us forward, even on the long and sometimes difficult journey toward our larger objectives. Each small win, no matter how seemingly insignificant, is a step closer to reaching our bigger goals. They act as milestones along the way, indicating that we are making progress. When we celebrate these moments, we not only acknowledge our efforts, but also recognize the value in the process, not just the outcome. Celebrating small wins creates a positive feedback loop, reinforcing the behaviors and habits that led to that success, making it more likely that we will repeat them.
Small wins also help to break down the overwhelming nature of large tasks. Large goals can feel distant or insurmountable, but when we celebrate small wins, we transform them into manageable pieces. Each small step provides a sense of achievement, turning a daunting journey into a series of smaller, more approachable goals. This incremental approach makes the overall task feel less intimidating and more achievable, increasing our chances of success.
Celebrating small wins boosts motivation and morale. It's easy to get discouraged if we focus only on the ultimate goal, especially if the road to get there is long or filled with setbacks. However, recognizing even the smallest victories keeps our spirits high and reminds us that we are capable of making progress. This sense of accomplishment, no matter how small, fuels our drive to continue working hard and striving for more. Celebrating small wins also fosters a sense of gratitude and appreciation. When we take the time to acknowledge the little victories, we begin to appreciate the effort, skill, and perseverance that went into achieving them. This gratitude for the process itself, rather than just the end result, encourages a more sustainable and fulfilling journey toward our goals.
Celebrating small wins creates a positive mindset. It helps shift our focus from what we haven't accomplished yet to what we have already achieved. This shift in perspective can significantly improve our outlook, reducing frustration or self doubt that can arise when we solely focus on the distance between where we are and where we want to be.
When we celebrate small wins, we also encourage those around us to do the same. In team environments, acknowledging each other's progress fosters a supportive culture where everyone feels recognized and motivated. It reinforces the idea that success is not just about the big, dramatic achievements, but also about the small, consistent actions that lead to them. Small wins are not just moments of celebration, they are essential building blocks that keep us moving forward. By recognizing and celebrating them, we create a mindset of progress and positivity, making it easier to stay on track and maintain momentum toward our larger goals. Focus on relationships because they form the foundation of personal and professional success. Our connections with others influence how we experience the world, how we grow, and how we achieve our goals. Relationships are not only a source of emotional support and companionship, but also provide opportunities for learning, collaboration, and mutual growth. By prioritizing relationships, we invest in the quality of our interactions and build a network of trust and understanding that enriches our lives. At the core of strong relationships is communication. The ability to listen actively, express ourselves clearly, and engage with others on a meaningful level is what allows relationships to flourish. By focusing on open, honest communication, we can address misunderstandings before they escalate, resolve conflicts constructively, and create deeper bonds with those around us. In both personal and professional relationships, effective communication fosters connection and mutual respect. Relationships also offer the opportunity for emotional support. Life is filled with ups and downs, and having a strong support system to turn to can make all the difference in how we navigate challenges. Whether it's a friend, family member, or colleague, knowing that we have someone to rely on provides comfort and encouragement. This sense of belonging and trust allows us to take risks, be vulnerable, and grow in ways that we might not be able to do alone. Focusing on relationships also involves being present. In a world full of distractions, giving our full attention to the people in our lives shows them that we value their time and connection. It's easy to become absorbed in our own concerns or to multitask, but truly being present in our interactions strengthens the quality of our relationships. Whether it's through meaningful conversations, shared experiences, or simply being there for someone in a moment of need, our presence creates an environment where relationships can thrive. Relationships are key to personal growth and learning. By surrounding ourselves with diverse people, we expose ourselves to different perspectives, ideas, and experiences that challenge our thinking and broaden our horizons. Relationships teach us empathy, patience, and resilience. They offer us opportunities to practice important life skills like conflict resolution, active listening, and understanding, all of which enhance our emotional intelligence and ability to connect with others.
When we focus on building strong relationships, we also create a network of support that can open doors and create opportunities. Collaboration is often the key to success in many areas of life, and relationships provide the foundation for teamwork, partnership, and shared goals. Whether in business or personal projects, relationships enable us to accomplish more together than we could alone, as they bring together different strengths, ideas, and resources. And
Focusing on relationships involves investing in them over time. Relationships require effort, nurturing, and consistency to remain strong. This means showing appreciation, offering help, being reliable, and maintaining trust. Just as plants need water and sunlight to grow, relationships need attention and care to thrive. By regularly checking in, offering support, and celebrating milestones together, we build bonds that last and grow stronger over time. You can't strive too hard to exercise alone. By focusing on relationships, we create a support system that nurtures us and provides opportunities for personal and professional development. Relationships teach us how to interact with the world in a more compassionate and meaningful way, encouraging us to be better listeners, collaborators, and human beings. Ultimately, they are the driving force behind the shared successes, joys, and experiences that make life richer and more fulfilling. Embrace failure because it is an inevitable and essential part of growth. Failure, rather than something to fear or avoid, is a powerful teacher that provides us with the lessons we need to improve, evolve, and ultimately succeed. When we view failure through this lens, it transforms from a setback into an opportunity to reflect, learn, and adapt. It is through failure that we often gain the insights and resilience required to tackle future challenges with greater wisdom and confidence. The fear of failure can often paralyze us, causing us to hold back or avoid taking risks altogether. But this fear limits our potential. Every successful person has faced failure in some form, whether it was a mistake, a missed opportunity, or an outcome that didn't go as planned. What sets them apart is not that they avoided failure, but that they used it as a springboard for future success. Embracing failure means accepting that it's part of the process and that it doesn't define us, but rather refines us. Failure teaches us valuable lessons about perseverance, resilience, and adaptability. When things don't go as expected, we are forced to reassess our approach, adjust our strategies, and keep moving forward. It reveals where our weaknesses lie and where we need to improve, giving us a clear direction for growth. Instead of seeing failure as a permanent roadblock, we learn to see it as temporary and necessary for progress. With each failure, we gain more experience and insight, making us better prepared for future endeavors. Embracing failure encourages us to take risks. When we understand that failure is not something to be avoided at all costs, we become more willing to step out of our comfort zones and pursue new challenges. Without risk, there can be no reward. Failure is the natural byproduct of taking risks, and by embracing it, we unlock our ability to grow, innovate, and create. We stop playing it safe and start aiming higher, knowing that each attempt, whether it succeeds or fails, brings us closer to where we want to be. Failure also fosters humility. It reminds us that no one is perfect and that success is rarely linear. When we fail, we are humbled by the process and reminded that growth takes time and effort. This humility makes us more empathetic toward others, as we recognize that everyone faces challenges and setbacks along the way. Embracing failure allows us to appreciate the journey, not just the destination, and recognize that true success is built on a foundation of lessons learned through both triumph and failure. Failure fosters creativity. When things don't work out as planned, we are often forced to think outside the box and find new solutions. This flexibility of thought, born out of failure, sparks innovation and problem solving. The best ideas often come from moments of trial and error, where the traditional way of doing things no longer serves us, and we are pushed to come up with something new. In this way, failure becomes a catalyst for creativity and progress. By embracing failure, we create a mindset that values learning over perfection. We shift our focus from avoiding mistakes to seeing them as essential components of success. With this mindset, failure no longer has the power to derail us or make us doubt our abilities. Instead, it fuels our growth, deepens our resilience, and encourages us to keep going despite setbacks. It is through failure that we truly learn what we are capable of, and ultimately, it leads us to our greatest achievements. Practice gratitude because it has the power to transform our outlook on life and our emotional well-being. Gratitude shifts our focus from what is lacking to what we already have, allowing us to appreciate the present moment rather than constantly striving for more. It encourages us to recognize the abundance in our lives, whether it's the people around us, the opportunities we've been given, or the simple joys of everyday life. By practicing gratitude, we develop a deeper sense of contentment and fulfillment that transcends external circumstances. When we actively practice gratitude, we train our minds to notice the positive, even in challenging situations. It's easy to get caught up in complaints, stress, or feelings of scarcity, but gratitude redirects our attention to the good things that surround us. This practice encourages us to appreciate the small, often overlooked details, the warmth of the sun, a kind word from a friend, or a peaceful moment of stillness. Recognizing these moments of beauty and kindness enhances our sense of well-being and reduces stress, helping us feel more connected to the world around us. Gratitude also has a profound impact on our relationships. When we express appreciation for the people in our lives, we strengthen the bonds we share with them. A simple thank you can go a long way in making others feel valued and recognized. By acknowledging the efforts of others, whether it's a colleague's support, a family member's kindness, or a friend's encouragement, we create an environment where love and respect thrive. This fosters stronger, more positive connections that enhance our personal and professional lives. Practicing gratitude helps us reframe our challenges. Life is not always smooth sailing, and we all face hardships at one point or another. However, when we practice gratitude, we develop the ability to find silver linings even in difficult times. It doesn't mean ignoring the pain or struggle, but rather recognizing that within every challenge lies an opportunity for growth or learning. Gratitude helps us see adversity as temporary and manageable rather than something insurmountable. It reminds us that even in the toughest times, we have things to be thankful for. Regularly practicing gratitude also improves our mental health. Studies have shown that gratitude is linked to lower levels of depression and anxiety. It promotes a positive emotional state by reducing negative thought patterns and increasing feelings of joy, contentment, and resilience. When we focus on the things we are grateful for, we create a buffer against the negative emotions that can cloud our minds. Gratitude shifts our internal narrative, leading us to feel more hopeful, optimistic, and at peace with ourselves. In addition to mental health, gratitude enhances our physical health. People who regularly practice gratitude tend to experience lower levels of stress and improved immune function. Gratitude encourages positive behaviors such as getting enough sleep, exercising, and maintaining healthy relationships, all of which contribute to a better overall sense of well-being. By fostering an attitude of thankfulness, we become more likely to take care of ourselves, both physically and emotionally. Gratitude also fosters a sense of perspective. It helps us understand that while challenges and difficulties are part of life, we can always find something to be thankful for. It reminds us that no matter how tough life may seem at times, there is always something big or small that brings us joy or comfort. This awareness encourages us to stop comparing ourselves to others or feeling dissatisfied with what we have, and instead focus on the richness of our own experiences. When we make gratitude a regular practice, we begin to see the world differently. We become more aware of the beauty and abundance that exists around us, and we cultivate a deeper sense of appreciation for the people, moments, and opportunities that make life meaningful. Gratitude helps us stay grounded and centered, bringing us back to what truly matters. It allows us to move through life with a greater sense of peace, joy, and fulfillment. Prioritize learning because it is the key to continuous growth and adaptability. In a world that is constantly changing, those who embrace learning as a lifelong commitment are the ones who are able to evolve and thrive. Learning is not confined to formal education or structured environments. It happens every day, in every moment, through experiences, conversations, challenges, and even failures. By prioritizing learning, we open ourselves to new ideas, fresh perspectives, and valuable skills that help us navigate life more effectively. Learning empowers us to tackle problems with confidence and creativity. When we make learning a priority, we become equipped with the tools and knowledge needed to approach challenges head-on. We develop the ability to think critically and solve problems with resourcefulness, knowing that we have the capacity to learn from any situation and apply those lessons to future endeavors. This mindset transforms obstacles from being roadblocks into opportunities for growth. Prioritizing learning helps us stay relevant in a rapidly changing world. With technological advances, new trends, and evolving industries, the knowledge and skills that were once sufficient may quickly become outdated. By committing to learning, we ensure that we remain adaptable, capable of acquiring new skills and expanding our expertise as the world continues to evolve. This constant learning cycle keeps us ahead of the curve and better prepared for future challenges. Learning also strengthens our ability to communicate, collaborate, and connect with others. As we learn, we expose ourselves to new ideas, diverse cultures, and different perspectives, which enhances our empathy and emotional intelligence. The more we learn, the more we are able to engage meaningfully with people from various backgrounds, fostering stronger, more productive relationships. Whether in personal or professional settings, the ability to understand and communicate across differences is essential for building successful connections and achieving shared goals. Prioritizing learning also cultivates a growth mindset, which is essential for long-term success. When we view challenges as opportunities to learn rather than threats, we shift our focus from fear of failure to the excitement of discovering new possibilities. A growth mindset encourages us to embrace new experiences, push through discomfort, and persist even when things are difficult. It removes the limitations we place on ourselves and instead opens up a world of potential. Learning helps us develop resilience. Every time we learn something new, we build the capacity to bounce back from setbacks and face future challenges with greater strength. The process of learning itself often requires us to step out of our comfort zones, make mistakes, and fail before we succeed. This process teaches us how to handle adversity and build. When we prioritize learning, we also foster curiosity, which is an essential driver of innovation. Curiosity propels us to explore, question, and seek out new information. It fuels creativity, enabling us to approach problems from different angles and discover solutions that others may not have considered. By nurturing our curiosity, we create an environment where innovation thrives and where new ideas can flourish, driving progress in all areas of life. Prioritizing learning enhances self-awareness. Through the process of acquiring knowledge and reflecting on our experiences, we gain a deeper understanding of who we are, what we value, and what we want to achieve. This self-awareness helps guide our decisions, actions, and relationships, leading us to make more informed choices and align our lives with our true purpose. Learning is not just about acquiring facts or skills. It's about fostering a mindset that is open to change, growth, and improvement. By prioritizing learning, we embrace the idea that we are never finished, that there is always something new to discover, and that every day offers an opportunity to become better than we were yesterday. Whether through formal education, self-study, or life experiences, learning keeps us moving forward, allowing us to continuously evolve and reach our fullest potential. Adapt to change, because it is a constant force that shapes every aspect of our lives. Change is inevitable, whether it's in the form of new technology, shifts in the economy, evolving societal norms, or personal transitions. Rather than resisting or fearing change, those who adapt to it thrive in environments that are in constant flux. Adapting to change means embracing flexibility, openness, and resilience, allowing us to navigate uncertainty with confidence and maintain our momentum despite disruptions. When we adapt to change, we open ourselves to new possibilities and opportunities that might otherwise remain hidden. Change often brings challenges, but it also presents new solutions, innovations, and avenues for growth. By approaching change with an open mind and a willingness to learn, we can transform obstacles into stepping stones that lead to greater success. Whether it's learning a new skill, exploring a new career path, or adjusting to different life circumstances, adapting to change allows us to grow and evolve in ways that would not be possible if we remained stagnant. Adapting to change also requires letting go of old habits, mindsets, or systems that no longer serve us. It can be difficult to release what we are familiar with, but doing so allows us to make room for new experiences and insights. When we are able to shift our thinking and approach to fit the demands of new circumstances, we increase our ability to respond. Flexibility and openness to change enable us to pivot when necessary, whether it's altering a business strategy or simply changing how we approach daily tasks. Adapting to change builds resilience. The more we experience change and learn how to navigate it, the more resilient we become. Rather than viewing change as a threat or something to fear, we begin to see it as a natural part of life. With each experience, we gain the skills and emotional strength necessary to handle whatever comes our way. Adapting to change helps us bounce back from setbacks more quickly and embrace new challenges with a sense of curiosity and possibility rather than stress or dread. In both personal and professional contexts, adapting to change is crucial for maintaining relevance and success. Industries and markets evolve rapidly, and individuals who are not willing to adapt may quickly find themselves left behind. Embracing change allows us to stay ahead of trends, innovate, and continue to provide value in dynamic environments. Whether it's through adopting new technologies, modifying how we work, or shifting our focus to meet new demands, adapting ensures that we remain competitive and forward-thinking. The ability to adapt to change also enhances our problem-solving abilities. Change often brings with it new problems or challenges that require creative thinking and new solutions. When we are adaptable, we are better equipped to think critically, experiment with different approaches, and find solutions that we might not have considered before. This ability to innovate and find new ways to address problems is key to success in a world that is continually changing. Adapting to change encourages a growth mindset. Instead of viewing change as something to fear or resist, we learn to see it as an opportunity for development. When we are willing to change, we position ourselves to improve and evolve, whether it's by developing new skills, gaining new perspectives, or refining our methods. A growth mindset helps us embrace challenges as part of the learning process, making it easier to navigate periods of change and come out stronger on the other side. Adapting to change also requires patience and self-compassion. Change doesn't always happen overnight, and the process of adapting can be uncomfortable. It's easy to feel overwhelmed or frustrated when things don't go as planned or when we don't feel we're adjusting quickly enough. However, by practicing patience and being kind to ourselves during times of transition, we allow ourselves the time and space to grow into the new circumstances. This self-compassion helps us stay grounded and focused as we move through change, knowing that it's a journey that takes time. Adapting to change is not just about adjusting to external circumstances, but also about developing an inner flexibility that allows us to embrace the unknown with confidence and curiosity. It's about creating a mindset that sees change not as a disruption, but as a natural part of life's unfolding process. By adapting, we become more capable of navigating life's complexities, finding new paths to success, and creating a life that reflects our ability to grow, evolve, and thrive in an ever-changing world. Take responsibility because it is the cornerstone of personal growth, empowerment, and success. When we take responsibility for our actions, decisions, and outcomes, we gain the power to shape our lives. Responsibility means recognizing that we are the architects of our own experiences and that, while external circumstances may influence us, our responses, choices, and attitudes are entirely within our control. Taking responsibility requires honesty, integrity, and accountability, both to ourselves and to others. Taking responsibility means owning up to our mistakes and learning from them. Everyone makes mistakes. It's part of being human. However, when we avoid taking responsibility for our actions, we remain stuck in a cycle of blame, denial, or defensiveness. By acknowledging our mistakes, we break that cycle and open the door to self-improvement. Mistakes are not failures, but rather opportunities to learn, adapt, and grow. Taking responsibility for them empowers us to make better decisions in the future and fosters a mindset of continuous improvement. Taking responsibility also means taking ownership of our successes. Often, we are quick to give credit to others or external circumstances when things go well, but when we take responsibility for our achievements, we acknowledge the effort, skill, and choices that contributed to our success. This recognition helps build confidence and reinforces the understanding that we are capable of creating positive outcomes in our lives. It also encourages us to continue striving for excellence, knowing that we have the ability to influence our results. Taking responsibility extends beyond individual actions. It involves understanding our role in the larger picture, especially when it comes to our relationships and interactions with others. In any relationship, whether personal or professional, we are part of a dynamic that influences how things unfold. By taking responsibility for our part in these dynamics, we promote healthier, more constructive relationships. This means being proactive in resolving conflicts, being honest about our feelings and intentions, and owning up to how our actions affect others. Taking responsibility in this way fosters trust, respect, and collaboration, which are essential for building strong, supportive connections. Taking responsibility includes the recognition that we have the power to influence our circumstances. While we cannot always control the events that happen to us, we can control how we respond to them. When we take responsibility for our reactions, we become less dependent on external validation or approval. Instead, we focus on what we can do in any given situation to improve, adapt, and grow. This proactive approach to life enables us to take charge of our path, regardless of the challenges we may face. Taking responsibility also promotes emotional maturity. It involves stepping away from a victim mentality and adopting an empowered perspective. Rather than blaming others or external factors for our circumstances, we recognize that we are in control of how we interpret and react to them. This mindset allows us to approach life with a sense of ownership and accountability, making it easier to handle adversity with grace and resilience. Emotional maturity, built on taking responsibility, enables us to manage our emotions, make thoughtful decisions, and handle challenges in a constructive manner. In a broader sense, taking responsibility means committing to personal growth and improvement. It requires us to be self-aware and honest about our strengths and weaknesses. By taking responsibility for our growth, we make a conscious effort to develop the skills, knowledge, and habits necessary to succeed. We seek feedback, actively learn from our experiences, and make adjustments as needed. This commitment to growth empowers us to become better versions of ourselves and to continuously raise the bar for what we can achieve. Taking responsibility encourages a sense of empowerment. When we acknowledge that we are the ones who determine our outcomes, we stop waiting for external factors or other people to change in order for us to succeed. Instead, we realize that we hold the keys to our own destiny. This shift in mindset allows us to approach life with a sense of agency and purpose. Taking responsibility is not about being perfect. It's about being committed to taking the necessary actions and making the right choices that align with our values and goals. Taking responsibility strengthens our ability to lead. Whether we are leading ourselves or others, the ability to take ownership of our actions is fundamental to effective leadership. Leaders who take responsibility are trusted and respected as they demonstrate integrity and accountability. They set an example for others by showing that success and failure alike are part of the journey and that both require ownership and action. By taking responsibility, leaders inspire those around them to do the same, creating a culture of accountability, trust, and growth. Taking responsibility is not always easy, but it is an essential practice for creating a fulfilling and successful life. It empowers us to make decisions, learn from our mistakes, strengthen our relationships, and continually grow. When we take responsibility, we take control of our lives, and in doing so, we unlock our full potential. In conclusion, the key to continuous growth and success lies in embracing principles like clarity, consistency, responsibility, learning, adaptability, gratitude, and resilience. By taking ownership of our actions, adapting to change, and prioritizing self-awareness and purpose, we empower ourselves to overcome challenges and seize new opportunities. Each principle builds upon the other, creating a strong foundation for personal and professional development. By integrating these values into our daily lives, we unlock our potential, foster meaningful connections, and navigate the complexities of life with confidence and purpose.